I'm Peter Haddock and I'm here with Matthew at the Camborne School of Mines. Matthew, you have the most enormous title here. Please tell us what you do, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the Camborne School of Mines and have a walk around, folks, to see what it's all about. Tell us a little bit about the job role.
No problem. So I'm an associate professor in intelligent mining, and I'm also the program director of surveying, land and environmental management.
And you're talking about surveying. We've got a bit of kit behind us, and it actually isn't all of the kit you've got. We just put some of this up today to really show people that you've got the level of the new equipment and systems from Leica Geosystems to help your students do the surveying work, haven't you? One of the critical things about the course, isn't it?
Yeah, so we teach a number of courses at CSM. So we do across the full mining value chain. So we do geology, mineral processing, mining engineering, and we've also got bespoke MSCs. One of which is the surveying course, and we're about to relaunch our surveying and undergraduate mining this year in 2025.
And that's a big thing, isn't it?
That's
Matthew?
a massive thing, yeah.
And this is one of the reasons why I've come here, folks, because I met Matthew last year, and it's really important that the new course that you've revamped up is basically going to help us transition again the industry into the engineering things of the future that we need to train now, isn't it?
Yeah, really fundamental in terms of particularly the surveying course, which is being relaunched. The support from Leica has been fantastic because it really allows us to show the cutting-edge technology and the latest kit, which students are going to go and take out into industry.
And so now things, as we know, are all about 3D, it's all about modelling, and that's in the case not just for mines, is it? But it's for tunnelling, it's for big projects like HS2, but it's for also complex projects. And it's the skills people get here at the Camborne School of Mines that really do differentiate them, don't they? Tell me about it.
Yeah, fundamentally our students go into a wide range of different industries. We're not only mining, a lot of students will go into the mining industry, but major civil construction projects, tunnelling, all different kinds of things. Basically anything which needs to be built needs to be positioned accurately, and our surveying graduates go off into that. Our mining graduates can go into mining or tunnelling, same on the geology side.
And so we've got a lot of really important projects in the UK now, but also we're seeing globally this need for tunnelling, this need for better infrastructure, aren't we, as cities grow and as the economies grow?
Yeah, fundamentally, as cities expand, we need to, have transportation networks and utilities which are going to go in, and fundamentally that tunnelling industry is going to provide that. And a lot of our graduates have gone on the major projects in the UK. HS2, they're at Hinkley Point, they're at various different major construction projects within the UK.
And some of your alumni actually are heading up the survey divisions for some of the biggest players in the country as well, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. Our graduates go off into really good positions in the industry, both domestically and overseas. A lot of our graduates will head up to Australia and work in the industry down there, and other ones into the UK into major construction projects.
So it's really important here that we get across the opportunities for careers here and the things that you do differently. Also, those connections within the industry and where you're physically positioned allow us to go to mines and to go and see things, and actually the students are practically using this equipment all the time, aren't they?
Yeah, we insist that courses are definitely the things which you need to know for industry. It's very much led that sort of way, and we've got fantastic links into the industry through the Camborne School of Mines alumni and also wider university networks. We've got CSM graduates around all aspects of the globe working on projects.
So the new course, Haddock course, as we say, Matthew, is basically going to be starting in September. So it's open now for people to actually come and talk to you about and apply, isn't it?
Yeah, so as of September, we've relaunched our surveying and environmental land management course, which is an MSc, 1-year postgraduate course, which has been revamped and starting in 2025, and also the relaunch of undergraduate mining engineering, full-time undergraduate course in 2025, which has also been redesigned and revamped.
Fantastic, and I really know, and you were talking about it to me earlier before this interview, that the students on your courses have some fantastic career opportunities for growth, but also, the revenue that they're actually producing for businesses is really important, but equally their career paths are sending them into great jobs, aren't they, in the future?
Yeah, there's a fantastic industry pull for our courses because they're essential, and we need mining for the energy transition going forward to meet that clean energy provision.
It's called Camborne School of Mines for a reason, folks. Matthew, we've also got a mining museum. So let's take a look in there right now. Come on, follow me. And of course, Matthew, you've got a lot of boxes to keep all this stuff in, haven't you? Matthew, it's called the Camborne School of Mines Museum because there are lots of things that are mined. And as I walked through here, it's incredible to see how many things we rely on in our everyday life that have to be mined, and therefore why the courses here are so important. Just this cabinet alone, 70 elements to produce a smart device that we're recording on right now. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, fundamentally, without mining, we don't exist as a species. There's an ancient saying which says, if it isn't grown, it must be mined, and it supports every form of our life at the moment, be that from construction to any technology which we need in the future, and it's really important for the energy transition going forward.
And I think that's really important to understand that therefore we need to bring the next generation through of surveyors, of mining specialists, so that can make that change and then can help us improve the extraction processes as well when we're mining. It's all important, isn't it?
Fundamentally, the visibility of mining has been pretty poor, and we struggle to get people on the courses. So we need that inflow of people, because these are the next engineers which are going to lead us into the future.
And folks, those are the people that can make a really big difference and have an amazing career in doing that and challenging the way in which we extract things, but also the way in which we mine and recycle stuff as well, isn't it? It's really important.
Yes, really important, really important.
So, we've got mine materials here, but we've just talked about surveying, but it's time to put it all in context and visualize it, folks. We've got a room for that, haven't we, Matthew?
Yes, we have.
Come on, let's go and see it. So now we're in the visualization suite here with Matthew, and we've got a visual of the campus here, right next to where we see the sea in sunny Cornwall, and so a great place to actually be a student as well. But this is really important because it's not just surveying equipment on the ground, it's also using UAVs as well, isn't it?
Yeah, this is aerial photogrammetry which has been taken from a UAV and allows us to visualize this. And this is millions of different points which has been generating that 3D model of the campus.
And so this is where we get these sort of point clouds that people talk about. And again, it's part of the course where you're getting people to turn survey data into point clouds that's usable information. That's the campus, folks, but it's called the Camborne School of Mines for a reason. And as we're actually going down in the visualization suite, my goodness, surely not, Matthew. There's a mine underneath the campus. No, you'd never have built it like this, surely.
No, this is obviously a fictitious mine which we've put under the campus, but this is what the mine design students would learn, and they would have to design this mine based on economic and geological and geological constraints. And then they're developing in a decline from the local quarry in order to do that. And it's one of the modules which they learn in the mining engineering course.
And this is like practically creating your own mine.
Yeah, and,
wow.
And doing it in a way which is obviously economic, based on commodity prices and the other external factors which will affect that design.
And what's really interesting about that is right now we're having a renaissance in the Cornwall area because we're looking at how we can get those minerals that we need for cars and battery packs and things like that that are going to be potentially built in gigafactories in the UK. So we can now do that economics element of the mine and design it from scratch, but also look at data that we've got from an existing mine, which we're going to sort of reopen or expand, can't we?
Yeah, it's a really crucial part of a mining engineer's role, is in order to look at an ore body and design something which is economically feasible going forward, and also consider safety and geotechnical constraints.
So folks, visualization really important for students to understand that they can be doing this in the upgraded course that's starting again as well with the team. And so what I'd like to do though is actually see what else is in the facility here, and let's go down and see something a little bit more mining, a little bit more materials down below, but also folks, we're going to go on site with the team, aren't we?
Yeah, we will have a look at the mineral processing facility now, and then we'll have a look at the mining games team at the moment. Yeah,
let's go.
Brilliant. Cool.
Of course, Matthew, what happens when you've got the material out of the mine? What happens next?
Well, we also have bespoke MSCs in what we call minerals processing, which is where you take that material and you liberate it to get the best
amount of material out of the stuff which you're pulling out of the mine. And this is just some examples of some gravity separation techniques which the students learn on that MSc. And they also touch upon it in undergraduate mining as well.
So I'm going to be technical here. What is that spinny thing?
That's a spiral classifier,
Yeah.
and that is a shaking table behind it.
So that speeds up and you get the mineral extraction out of that for specifics, but it's also about how much you put in there and in crushing it right, isn't it? Handling it. Right?
Yeah, so you have to take the rock out of the mine, then you crush it, primary crush it, and then you can put it through a mill to make it a very fine medium, and then you would use this sort of technique in order to separate that out. Whereas as it spins, heavier material goes out to the side and lighter material goes down the bottom.
So, mining at the Camborne School of Mines, minerals also at the Camborne School of Mines, surveying at the Camborne School of Mines. I think we've got a rounded scenario here, haven't we, at the Camborne School of Mines?
And geology, yeah.
And geology.
Yeah.
But it's about time we went out and saw some students having some fun now, Matt, isn't it? And let's go and see them in action in Mine Games. That's next. And of course, it's not just about all of the learning, it's about the team experience as well. And something's going on behind us that you're really getting the teams ready for. What's going on?
So we're hosting the International Mining Games this year. It's all part of the student experience where they do traditional mining techniques. So it's from hand steeling to sawing to traditional jackleg drilling and filling carts. And we're hosting it here in Cornwall this year with mining schools from around the world, which you're going to attend. And it's a really good event to go to.
And this is all about the experience, about the Camborne School of Mines, because you have all these international contacts, you have all this alumni, but also you have the sharing experience for different schools across the whole world now, which really does set you apart. But of course, the critical thing is, things are happening in September, folks, that you can start applying for now. Tell me about the courses. Tell me about where people can go.
So our full intake is starting this September across all our courses, including our relaunched mining engineering undergraduate degree and our new MSc Surveying and Land and Environmental Management, which we're taking applications for now to start in the summer.
So if you want a future in this industry from the experts here in Cornwall and the experience that I talked about with all the students, just get in touch with the team here on the website. Wow, what a day I have had here, and it has opened my eyes to why the Camborne School of Mines is so important and critical. All of the infrastructure, all the mines, all the things that you're doing and the careers that you are creating. Fantastic to see you. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.